This video is sponsored by Madrina's Coffee. Madrina's Coffee offers coffee for fuel delivered right to your door. Use the code BOOST to get 50% off anything in the online store, or use the code for get your first round of subscription service free and free shipping. Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to part 3 of house number 3 of season 3 of houses. The most parts and most even numbers, or same numbers you're gonna have in this series. So how about we finish up the shell of the house today and hopefully get started on the roof. So in the past 2 parts, we have gone this far with the house, pretty damn far if you ask me, in that amount of time that we have had. So what we're going to do is start over where we left off, over on the back side of the house. So on the back side here, we have this, right? We need to take our andesite and come out 2 more blocks to the right towards the front. Okay, come diagonal towards the outside and add 3 more in a row. Come back again, add 3 more in a row. Now come forward again and add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Odd number, so make sure you have 7, right? Okay, now come back 1 more and add 3. Come forward, add 3. And come to the back and add 2 more to connect the sides together. And now we will add in our sandstone on top of the andesite that we just made. And just kind of outline it just like this. We are so close to being done. So when it's all said and done, we should have something that looks just like this. I know there's a lot of different turns and connections and stuff like that. But once it's all said and done, it will make more sense, I think, hopefully, to you guys. So how about we make this into a solid wall here now. So using your gray wool, come all the way up and come all the way back down and just make all of these into a solid block. Actually, that's a lie. Do not make all of them into a solid block. So what we want to do is we want to add in our fireplace. So these first 2 here towards the inside or like the middle side of the house, you actually want to stack up these 2. All of the fireplaces or pits that come all the way up above the roof will be about the same pretty much in how they look. So we want to make sure we get everything at the right height. So same with this. So it should be in line with where our stairs are. So we should be able to start it right here, right? Yeah, make sure you do not line it up with this window here because this one is higher up than most of them. So make sure it's on the plane with the majority of the windows. So this wall here on the inside, do not want to use stairs. Using your gray wool, make sure you stack this one all the way up as well. Again, this should be a 3. Also, I went up too high with that one. That's right. So this one will be a solid wall. We will add in a window here in a couple minutes, but it's going to be a very small window. So we're just kind of skipping it for now. So for this one here, we actually want to make a 2 wide thing on the corners. So come over to the other side, add 2 layers of gray, just like this. So when you do that, you should have 3 blocks left in the middle. We will have 2 windows here. So using your quartz stairs, add in a upside down on top of the sandstone. 3 blocks up on the 4th block, add in your other upside down quartz stair. 2 layers of gray wool on top of that. Upside down quartz stair again, and then on your 4th block here for the window, add in your sandstone stair instead of your quartz to finish it off. Okay, so now for this one here, just make this into a solid wall. This one will actually not have a window on it at all, so you can just make this one into a solid 3 by however tall wall. So another fireplace here. So this one will also kind of face the same direction as this one, so kind of facing the outside. So just kind of stack it all the way up. Again, we do not have to be exactly even with how high they are. We will fine tune that here in a couple minutes. So even with this is where this one wants to stop. So what we need to do is replace this block. Where is it? This one here with our sandstone with a stair to make it, flow pretty smoothly throughout the entire thing. And then to finish it off, to connect everything, we will add in our gray wool here. And so you even might notice that, well, we have this kind of like open space. What we can actually do is just connect all of these together to make sure you do not have that gap just like this. Okay, so we do have a couple small windows to add here. But before we do that, let's add in our sandstone layer on top of our gray wool here. Add this on all of them. When you get to the fireplace areas, you can actually just come all the way across. Don't worry about skipping that area. It does not really matter. So your finished house should look something just like this on the outside. I know it's kind of confusing at first, but once you kind of get this routine down and you make this house a couple times, you really kind of like start to figure it out. So also, with our fireplace, you actually want to replace your gray wool where, this outline would be on all of them as well. So over here, get rid of that block of layer, and then add in our sandstone, and boom, set, ready to go. And from here, here's actually where we're going to fine tune our fireplace. So from the sandstone, we actually want 4 layers of gray above it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can get rid of this 5th block above. Same thing on all of them. 2, 3, 4. This one's good. And this one looks like it's 5, so we can just get rid of that one. Boom, set, ready to go. Okay. So now I think we're pretty much set. So we just had to add in a couple windows. These will be very small windows. We already added in the 2 big ones here. So this window will actually just be a 1 by 4 tall window. So add in your sandstone or your quartz stairs here. Okay. Then on your 4th block, add in your other quartz stair upside down just like this. And then you might notice that we still have this gap. We can actually just fill this all the way in. Now we have that window set ready to go. Okay. So we will have another one above it. So right here, we're going to have another one, exact same size and everything. So quartz stair. And then to finish it off, add in your upside down sandstone stair. Just like that. Same thing with all of them. Okay. So we're going to have another window, same size and everything, just on the other side of the fireplace here. So, boop. And add in your quartz stair again. Same routine. You should be kind of used to it at this point. Upside down stair. And then we can kind of finish it off by adding in this layer here with gray wool to kind of finish everything off. Okay. And there we go. We are set on windows. All the windows on this house are set, ready to go. Now we can actually start working on the roof and, getting all that set and ready to go. So this can get pretty, I won't say tricky, but just make sure you pay attention to what I'm doing here. So from now on, you will pretty much only need your sandstone stairs for the rest of this video, most likely. Next video, we will probably finish up the entire roof in general. So coming to the front, where we have this big bay window, what you're going to do is you're going to add in a upside down stair here on the ends, just like this. Come 1 block back to where we have this layer of sandstone, add in another upside down, just like that. Very, very simple. Okay, hopefully you're following along. Add in your sandstone slabs to connect all of those together. So it should look something just like this. Again, very, very simple. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add in another upside down stair here on the edge right there. Okay, we're not going to have 2, just 1 stair, and then connect them all like this. And there we go. I think that should look pretty good. Yep, that looks good. That's exactly how we should have it. Do the same thing on the other side as well. So on the end here, okay, let's have this one come out a little bit more, just like that. And so it should be symmetrical when it comes to that window. Okay, so now when we turn back using our sandstone stairs again, every corner will have this, by the way. 2 stairs on 1 block pretty much on a corner. So we have that. Come to the corner of this big window right above our front porch. Go 1. Okay, 1 in the corner. Come 1 block away. Add another one. Add another one. And to fill in all these gaps, add in your slabs connecting everything together. Even on the ones where the corner happens, you still want to have a slab there. That is very important because if you don't, it could mess up how your roof is set up. So just kind of make sure you're paying attention. So now we want to turn the corner, right? Now we're on the right side of the house. What we're going to do is have another one here, okay? Come 1 block away, 1 block away, 1 block away. You should have something that looks just like this. Okay. Hopefully you guys are following along. I'm trying not to move too fast, but I'm also trying to I want to make sure this isn't too complicated for you guys. I mean, some of these things can be kind of hard to describe. So we want to have 1 upside down stair here, 1 block away from the fireplace. On the other side of the fireplace, though, we actually will have one on, pretty much touching it. And then come 1 block away, you should be on the corner. And then turn the corner, add in your upside down stair again. Hopefully you guys are kind of seeing the pattern here. So we're going to place another one. So the best way to kind of do this is start from the ends. Like when you get to a new wall, go to where the corner is and kind of work from there. So then we have 1, 1, 1, and 1 like that. Now that one is fine. If they do overlap like that, it is fine. It is not a huge deal. That's actually perfectly fine. Okay. So, I mean, even if you don't like how that looks, maybe we could even just put one here, right? Maybe one like that. You don't always need to have one on the corner, but it usually is preferred. In my opinion, I just think it looks best if it's like that. So maybe we can even set it up like this, right? Now we want to turn the corner. We are on the back side of the house now. And this one should be pretty self-explanatory. It should end up on the ends on both. So now when we turn to the left side of the house, if you're facing the front, here's where, it's not really tricky. Just kind of make sure you're following what you're doing. So one here on the corner like that, right? Come one block away, add another one. Now, on the other side of this, if you actually kind of follow, we should have one just on the other side of the fireplace. We do not actually want to do that. Since we have an odd number here in the middle, we're just going to place a upside down stair in the middle of that wall. Not that big of a deal, right? Okay. We still want to have one on the corner here, but we are not going to have another upside down here, if that makes any sense. We don't really need it. It would just look really weird. So now we just kind of add in our upside downs, showing up on the other corner. And kind of the same thing, since we have a 3 wide wall here, just one directly in the middle. And then same thing, boom, boom, set, ready to go. So now, since we have all of our sandstone stairs around the building, now what we need to do is, using our sandstone slabs, go in and fill in all of those gaps, just like this. Hopefully I wasn't moving too fast there for you guys. I really tried to describe that as best as I could, but something like this is kind of hard to describe how you're doing it. And the best thing is just kind of take your time with it. Make sure your sandstone slabs go all the way around. Make sure you do not have any weird gaps. Mainly, you want to watch out on the corners like this. You don't want to have something like that, right? You want to have a perfect corner just like that. So we're going to go look around and make sure we didn't miss any. Perfect corners are the most important thing here. Okay, I think we're set and ready to go there. Okay, so now we can actually probably, what time are we at? We're at 11 minutes. So how do we want to do this? Do we want to start the roof? I think we might wait on the roof until next part, because that can just be one simple part. But we can kind of work on the windows a little bit and adding in the windows themselves. So we're going to use, I think white stained glass would actually look pretty good. Again, if you're using different materials, please use what you want to use. So we're going to start on the bay window, just kind of fill in everything. You will not need any slabs for this house. This will all be, not slabs, glass panes is what I meant, excuse me. You will not need any glass panes. These will all be just plain solid blocks of glass. Even on the small windows, you will still have the same thing. And you kind of just stack them all the way up. So you might notice I'm still kind of going by all of the middle ground. Really, I just like to delete all the excess later that I don't need. It's just kind of, speeds things up in my opinion. So just like that, we don't need this block. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. And all of these windows will be one block back from where the actual window itself is. The reason why I like doing this with the windows is because when you get to the interior, you can kind of work your way around them. And it's kind of hard to describe, but I will show you guys on the other one, because I started the interior to that one to kind of figure out how it would work. I didn't finish it, but I can kind of show you guys how it looks and what I was starting to do with it. So just kind of adding in all of these windows here, boop, boop, and add the corner ones here. And this will work out perfectly once we add in our interior walls, which I will actually not be doing with you guys. That will be something you have to do on your own. But it hopefully shouldn't be too complicated, I would think. We don't need our andesite anymore. Actually, we will need it for the next part, but come to this window. And also, even on a lot of these windows, how they are odd numbers, we're actually not going to add any fence posts or anything like that. These will all be just very simple, plain windows, pretty much. If you want to add fence posts like we do on a lot of our houses, you can, but I don't really think it's necessary on this one. And there we go. We got all of our windows set up. Let's take a step back and see how it looks. There we go. I actually really like the gray. I love the color scheme of this house. It just shows how much just changing the texture or the material that you use makes a big difference, even if you just change one texture. That's a very common thing in a townhouse like this, is they all look the same on the outside with same design, but the paint itself or whatever looks different, and it can completely change how a house looks. So guys, this is it for this part. So here's also what I'm talking about on the interior side. So we walk in, right? So I originally put the stairs here. I actually think those are a really good spot to have stairs. But notice how you can't really see any gray wool from in here. That's the whole point of having those windows being back like that, is you can't see any exterior walls from in here. So this is actually how I started my interior, right, when I was doing this one. And actually, I kind of liked it. I just didn't really want to finish it. I kind of got bored of it, like I do with most interiors. But you can kind of see how it's meant to be set up, in my opinion. So I will see you guys for the next part tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching. It is greatly appreciated as always. And see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so before we get to the giveaway, I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about Madrina's Coffee. So Madrina's Coffee has some amazing coffee and a great, variety of different flavors that you can try it yourself. But one of the things I like about them the most is the fact that they are gamers. They actually understand the gaming market. It's not just a advertising thing to them. It's one of those things to where if you're passionate about something, it's even more fun to sponsor it. And that's actually exactly what they're doing here. They enjoy the brand. They enjoy helping out channels and stuff like that. And they're helping my channel out in a pretty big way and bringing this house series to you guys. And we will be doing some streaming with them later on as well, in the next couple weeks, hopefully. But, it's such a rare thing to find that people in a company that really care about the gaming community in itself. And, they also support gaming channels as well. I mean, for example, me, they're also going to be supporting other gaming channels along the way. And, no matter how big or small, they could sponsor you. They will work with you on what you have. So let's get into the giveaway details. So how this is going to work is to enter into the giveaway. All you have to do, very simple, go down into the comment section, right? And type in hashtag coffee for fuel. And what that's going to do is as soon as you type that in, I will be able to see who comments, right? And as soon as you type that, you're automatically entered in to the giveaway for free coffee. So that's as simple as it is. All you have to do is type in hashtag coffee for fuel. You'll see it on the screen here on how to spell it. Yeah, so that's pretty much all you have to do in order to get this giveaway, guys. So it's so simple. And at the end of this house, I will do a big reveal about who won this giveaway, but we will have some more in the series as well as we go. So don't forget to use the code BOOST to get 50% off anything in the online store, or use the code for get your first round of subscription service free and free shipping.